Welcome everyone in this new live development video about building an auto chess game. In this video we're going to make the server browser. So we're going to add towards our outgame folder in the widget, open up our lobby browser, and then we have this. So I think we don't want any server entry, we want a vertical box within the vertical box. This is going to be our server entries box, because we always want the return button at the bottom. Uh, it would have worked in case maybe. Oh no, because it adds widgets to the vertical box below, so it would have added the server entries below the return button, and we don't want that. And we're actually going to put all of that into an overlay like this, and we're going to add a throbber, a circular throbber in the middle, like this. And I think we want something like a size box. We want that to be contained within a size box, I think, with a minimum height of like 300. And we want the overlay to fill, we want the vertical box to fill, and we want the return button to be at the bottom without any padding, like this. And I actually think that we want the return button to not be contained within the vertical box, yeah. And this is going to fill as well. No, because we want the return button to be like this. And we actually want our overlay to be within the vertical box, I think. And we want the vertical throbber. Yeah, we want the vertical throbber within the vertical box as well. So like this, and a circular throbber. Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to do. Not exactly. Not exactly. This is much more like it. Yeah, like this. So I want that, and this is going to be the player entries, and we don't want we want the throbber there, and the vertical, yeah, that's it. So the vertical throbber is going to be hidden by default, and in here we're going to have a function and set throbber visible with a boolean like this, and we're going to set its visibility depending on whether or not we are looking to check to see it. I think when we make it visible, we want to empty our list of player entries, which is actually a server entries, and player entry is going to be server entry as well, like this. We want to clear all children when we start searching for games, like this. And when so we're going to open up our outgame menu, and when we press the find game, we're going to see the lobby browser, I think. So what happens when we do find games? Okay, so we have nothing, and we want to set throbber visible at that moment. So what happens if we do that? Yeah, we're going to have the throbber, and we actually want the game instance to find game like we were doing previously, except that we don't want to do everything after we've done that. So we're going to remove that logic for now, like this, and we're going to create a new dispatcher on find game complete, and it's going to have an array of blueprint session results like this. I think I can pin that here. Yeah, I can. Sessions found like this. So when we succeed, we did find, oh, no value will be returned. No value being returned. So that's kinda silly. We're going to pass an outgame player controller as parameter here, and we're going to try something else. So, oh yeah, we cannot do this because it's not, yeah. We cannot do this because this node, which knows which player controller controls the find game, is actually returning a player controller, and we should have, yeah, we can cast it into an auto battler outgame controller. Actually, we can do this. So, and put that here back, outgame player controller. And what do we want to do? We want to get the outgame menu ref. We want to get the lobby brother, and I guess we want to fill that lobby brother with information. Fill servers, and it's going to take an array of blueprint results like this. Sessions found, and we want to call that fill servers like this. And for each of these sessions, we want to create a new widget of type server entry, which is going to take a session result. And button name is going to be, I don't know if we can get information from there. Get server name, I don't know what it will return. So it's going to create, it's going to find games, and does nothing. I think we forgot. I think we need to have some kind of print in any case, like this. So does it find games? It should. Ah, yeah, we didn't add it. I always make that mistake. I don't add it to the vertical box. It should, and when it's finding the servers, it will also hide the throbber, I believe. Yep, like that. So we're going to create a game and we're going to find one. It's not. Oh. So we add a result after all. So it's not showing. It's not showing the throbber, and I don't know why. And it's not showing any game, and when we re-click it's showing them. So there's a problem in our logic there. So when we press find game, oh yeah, my bad. So create game, find game, and we have the name of the server, and when we click that we have to connect to the server, so it's going to be easy as well. So let's open up our server entry, and when we click that button, so the lobby browser is going to bind itself to the clicked event of the server entry on server clicked, and we're going to return that server entry clicked server like this, and we can plug that event here now. I don't like that name. yeah, there's a problem there, and I'm not sure what problems there is. Okay, I know it's not returning. Yeah, we should be creating a new dispatcher on server clicked, and we want that to return a server entry like this, because we are returning a click button there, so that's why we had errors like this. And I think now we can. It doesn't like it. Why doesn't we want to bind that event on server clicked? Yeah, we don't want to bind that event actually. We want to bind on server clicked. We want to create a new event, and it's gonna take the right parameters like this. So what do we want to do? We want to find the session result. We want to grab. Oh yeah. So actually, the main HUD wants to bind itself to that event, or maybe we just want to get the game instance there. We want the other one like this. We want to be casting to our type of game instance, and we want to find the session. Can we check if it's valid? No, we can't. We're going to need a new, in our game instance. We're going to need something to join the game. Find game. So we don't have join game yet. We were building it. Join game. We're going to pass player controller as parameter and search result like this. So we want to join game, and we want to, I think we want to show the throbber. At that moment it's going to remove all of the server on the list. If we do this, so if I create a game, then I find game, so we have one game. If I click it, join success. Oh yeah, we forgot to plug multiplayer there. That's why we didn't have the lobby the multiplayer lobby like this. So we are creating a game, we are finding a game, we're joining, we can set ready, and if we check ready now, game's going to start. No, it's not. Oh yeah, we had some kind of flag, some kind of bug, I don't know. So I think we might need, what else do we need? So if we create a game, find a game, return does nothing. We're just going to make it so it does something, and I think we're going to put a refresh button and we're going to be fine. So if we return from the lobby browser, it's going to set its visibility to hidden like this, and we are going to have another button. So button return at the bottom, and button refresh, and this one is going to be called refresh then. And when we click that, what is it going to do? It's going to set throbber visible, I guess. So if we create a game, find game, we have two buttons. So we should not be able to hit refresh when it's already loading, searching. So we'll say refresh is like disabled by default, and it's being enabled when we actually, it's enabled by default, and when we're going to enable it and disable it when the throbber is being displayed, because it's tied. So if it's visible, it's not enabled. If the thrower is visible, the button is not enabled. So we're going to create a game, we're going to find game, so I cannot click refresh. I can when the thrower... Oh, it fails to find game. Quite strange actually. But if we hit return and find game, I think it won't like it. Oh yeah, okay, it liked it. But refresh didn't work. Why didn't it? We're going to see if it works. Doesn't seem like it, and I'm not sure why. Oh yeah, of course. We're not searching for games when we set the thrower visible. It's not here that we have to do that logic. It's in the out game menu. When we're going to bind ourselves, so show multiplayer lobby, this is going to be a function, and we're going to need another function, bind refresh lobby browser. So it's not really the proper way to do that, because the lobby browser is no longer independent, it cannot work by itself without an out game menu, and that's not really the correct way to do it. Bind, we want to get the button refresh, and we want to bind ourselves to the onClicked event of that button. We want to create a new event. And what do we want to do? We actually want to find game when we do that. On refresh browser clicked, like this. And what do we want to do? We want to do that basically. Whoops. So we want to do this, so this is going to be a new function called search game, and we're going to add a button there just because it needs a button to be bind properly, the event dispatcher we did, even if we don't need the button there. So in here now we can put the search game, and we're going to check if it works. So we should be finding a game, and then if we hit refresh we should be finding that game again. Yep, and we can join it. We can hit ready still, like this. So I think we're going to be good with that. With that system. So it's going to wrap up that video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.